Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Ideologies are not defeated with guns. They're defeated by better ideas, a more attractive and more compelling vision.
Better ideas will defeat ISIS. That's Obama's plan for defeating ISIS. Maybe you should have thought about that before flooding the Middle East with guns. Now, as we have documented time and time again, U.S. weapons are falling into the hands of ISIS, if not by accidental airdrops, then via this insane policy of arming and training so-called moderate rebels in Syria and Iraq and Libya. Now, if you don't want to believe us, you don't got to take our word for it. Here's a fact that was reported by the New York Times. They're reporting that the CIA shipped weapons to al-Qaeda-affiliated groups in Syria since at least 2012. Iraqi intelligence has also claimed that the U.S. is intentionally dropping weapons to known ISIS-linked groups of rebels. And of course, we've reported as well that there have been training bases there in Jordan. ISIS was trained in Jordan as early as 2012. Those reports are coming out. So, I mean, here we have this again and again. Where were those better ideas when they actually mattered, before you were actually training and helping ISIS on their little terror storm? So some people on Twitter have a few ideas. They are suggesting maybe we can counter this ISIS propaganda via some South Park memes. Okay. And Caleb Howe has some better ideas for ISIS. He says, when you want to throw someone off of a roof, try making a paper airplane. They go farther and recapture your whimsy. And Market Runner says, instead of turning old pots into IEDs, make beautiful Ramadan planters for your favorite imam. So these are just some suggestions here for dealing with ISIS. And it goes on and on. Plenty of other Twitter users also point out how, not a single tyrannical regime in the past was toppled with good ideas. But this is what happens when you have a president who used to be a community organizer. So whether or not you believe any of this, the fact is ISIS already has U.S. weapons. We're not going to be toppling this regime with better ideas. That doesn't really sound like a plan for countering ISIS. But in a Freudian slip or a somewhat lucid moment of truth-telling, Obama basically slipped up and told us all what we already know.
So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
But of course, the White House covered Obama's tracks once again, covering up that little blooper he made during his press briefing yesterday. They've done this countless times, but you can look at the transcript that was left in the original quote, but then they placed the word Iraqi in brackets after the word ISIL. So they're like, come on, you guys, that's what he meant to say, is that we're training the Iraqi forces, not training ISIL.
In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries in the area of health. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. DNA Force is one of the most expensive formulas to produce. Some of the ingredients in DNA Force are $12,000 a kilogram. We are using the coveted, patented, only American source of PQQ, CoQ10, and more. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? Well, we're bringing you a total win-win. The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. We have produced a limited run of DNA Force, and it will take up to 12 weeks to produce more once we sell out. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.